Hello, my name is Brittany, and I'm a mobile app developer working for a small company, ThoughtWave Apps. I have worked at ThoughtWave for almost 2 years and will share a typical workday I had at work last week. Our company employs about 150 people. We develop speech-to-text-based apps that provide robust platforms for our users to coherently write and organize their experiences on topics such as dream journals, idea generation diaries, and storytelling. I live near Oxford in the UK. My job is a hybrid role. I work with multiple people in different time zones, so the hybrid role provides flexibility for early days or late nights if necessary with my colleagues. On this day, I worked from home because I needed to collaborate closely with developers who live near Delhi, India, and another who lives in Melbourne, Australia. I started my day at 6 a.m. to prepare for a 7 a.m. meeting with Matilda, my Melbourne colleague. We both work on the dream journaling application I mentioned earlier. I handle the interface coding and she handles the UI and UX. We discussed how to best implement a new component she designed. We wrapped up the meeting just before 8. I had a few minutes to check our Kanban board, a project management tool that tracks our team's tasks. The board tells me if I have urgent priorities for the day, which I would start after our stand-up. No high-priority tickets had come through since the day before. Next up was our daily stand-up, so knowing I had no tickets, I could provide my teammates with that information. Our daily team stand-up meeting happens at 8:30 a.m. and typically lasts 15 or 20 minutes. Our team for the stand-up includes Matilda, the product owner Sasha, and another developer, Prayas. We connected over an audio call. In our stand-up, Prayas told us he was blocked by a programming task I hadn't quite finished yet, so that became my priority on this day. After the stand-up, I gave myself another half hour for communications, which included email and messaging. After dealing with communications around 9:30, Prayas and I connected through our video communication platform to do some pair programming. Prayas, our data specialist, is writing an API for the app and needed to work with me to better understand the front-end's API requirements, which I'm working on. We worked together until 11. I took my lunch break at 11 because I had an early start to my day. I got back online around 11:30 to see if anyone else needed me. Every day, I block my calendar from noon until 2:30 so I have uninterrupted development time. I cleared this time with my teammates so they know I am not available during that time to answer their pings, and I set my status to Do Not Disturb. We had already agreed on this when we started the project. Once I finished my time block, I changed my status to Available to see if I had messages again. I checked my communications app at 2:30, and indeed, I had a message waiting from my product owner requesting an update on the pair programming I did with Prayas, because she needed to update our director regarding a solution to the blocker. Because I started so early, I planned to leave work at 3:30, giving me another hour to respond to anything urgent. Prayas pinged me again, asking another question about our meeting this morning, so I called him back because I often find it better to discuss complex solutions in real time with my colleagues. Unfortunately, Prayas had already logged off for dinner because he lives in India. I left him a message to let him know my availability for the next day. When I left, I did unit testing on the code I had finished working on during my time block. My code passed the design specifications, so I checked the code for Git, our version control system. I checked the ticketing system last to be aware of tomorrow's urgent matters. Seeing there were none, I logged off and went to the gym.